Well, you can tell that I'm dressed up for a special night out, and you need to make a quick dinner. Well, it's pretty simple. This is my favorite pasta dish. It makes it, again, look like you did a ton of stuff when you didn't. Here are the ingredients. You need pasta. I use Healthy Harvest whole grain. You have some vegetables that I have cooking in the microwave, garlic, some chicken broth, olive oil, and then the rest is up to you. I use leftover chicken. You can use sausage, whatever, salt, and some spaghetti sauce, gravy, whatever. You need to start your pasta boiling. It's boiling there. It is almost done. You need some garlic, so I need to grab a spoon and then put some garlic in the pan. Now that's up to you, how much you want. Okay, I like a lot of garlic, so I'm just going to take whatever's left out of this little... Alright, so put some garlic in the pan. You need to saute that. Usually use a little bit more garlic than that, but I apparently don't. So you have the garlic. You don't want to let that burn, so you put in some olive oil. Just enough to coat the bottom. And again, this all depends on how much food you're making. So I'm going to put in quite a bit of olive oil because I have a lot of chicken, a lot of other stuff. You want that garlic to turn brown, and it doesn't take very long. You don't want to use too high a heat or else it's going to pop all over the place, like popcorn, like it is. So you just let it start to turn brown and flavor that olive oil. See how fast that goes? Popping all over the place. Okay. That's starting to turn brown. Then you pour in your chicken broth. Quite a bit, because you want to coat all the pasta. Chicken broth. And you let that go for a few minutes. And let that reduce down. So that's going to reduce down. And while that's taking a couple minutes, we will pause this. I'll be right back. Okay, so this is reducing down quite a bit, as you can see. What's happening is the garlic infuses into the olive oil, and you are steaming off all of the extra moisture, so you'll just have a stronger flavor. Now it's reduced down probably about half. So, at this point, I put in some pepper, freshly ground pepper, like that, sparing no expense. Pepper, I put in a little bit of salt, kosher salt. There you go. It's still reducing, make sure that's stirred up. Now I've cooked the vegetables in the microwave already. What I'm using, by the way, is pre-cooked chicken. Chicken that I just put an extra one on the other night when we smoked some chicken on the barbecue grill. So you put that in. Make sure it gets all coated with the chicken broth and the garlic. This is why you need a lot of garlic, a lot of chicken broth. It'll stop boiling at that point, by the way, at least for a couple minutes. Pasta's going crazy. Okay, so you make sure that's all coated. Then you take your vegetables. I just use a steam bag because it's quick. When I do this, I put the sauce in there, the gravy, and just cook that for just a little bit. I don't like it really hot, so let's just do 20 seconds. Okay, your vegetables. Open up the vegetables. See, that's boiling again, reducing down even more. Put in the vegetables. I use broccoli and cauliflower. You can put carrots in there if you're one of those people. I don't like carrots. You're going to let that get coated. Okay, so there we go. Maybe some more pepper on top of all the chicken. By the way, the name of this, originally, without my modifications, was pasta puttanesca, from what I understand, which I'll let you look up the word puttanesca. But basically, in Italy, wives would make this after they had been out fooling around on their husbands all day, because it looked like they spent the whole day making a pasta dish, when they did not. So I'm going to drain the pasta so they could go out and fool around. have this dish. So it looks like they've spent the whole day taking care of the husband there. That's still reducing. You can see it's getting really thick. I'll let you zoom in on that while I drain the pasta. Be careful, it's hot. And you just drain the, oh, ow. Okay. All right, in the face, okay. All right, shake, ouch. All right, that's not okay, ow, all right, I'm back. So I put the pasta back in the same dish, and then I put it back on the burner, and it steams off even more of that water real quick, but you don't want to leave it long. You keep stirring it. The burner's just still hot. I have it turned off. Now this is done. So you need to put all of this in the pasta. And I put it right in that same pan. Okay, right like so. Chicken broth, chicken, whole thing. Yep, like that. Turn off that burner. Stir this all in, making sure that it gets coated. Really good. Okay, there you go. You can see what that looks like. Okay, if you want those carrots, put them in there. Not a big fan. I work with carrots every single day. So now that's done. Then you get out some plates. I'm going to put some on each plate. Like so, right in the center. Spill it on the counter, that's all right. Put the vegetables on top, both plates. Now the chicken was already cooked. If you, naturally, if you're making chicken that has not been cooked, you'll have to leave it in there quite a bit longer. But I had cooked it already, actually with some garlic and stuff, so it was done. Okay, make it look pretty. Boom. Save that for later. Take your spaghetti sauce, gravy as we call it, and just put it across the middle. You don't want to mix it all in. One thing that I noticed that here in the US, as opposed to when I'm traveling, is that they put so much gravy on stuff. So there we go. Just a little bit there. Get rid of this. Zoom in on that. I'll show you one more quick thing. What I do is get out some Parmesan and put it just around the outside, like so. And make some of those croissants. And there you go. You have a whole meal that looks like you spent forever, and you really got like less than 10 minutes or so making the entire thing, and it's really easy to clean up, and you got plenty left over. So enjoy pasta puttanesca a la Christopher. Bye-bye.